That's what's important, your health.
Health.
You know, oh, yeah, you kidding? I'm still heavy. I can't lose any weight. Forget it, will you? I got a big appetite. Big appetite. Are you kidding?
Like to eat, huh?
Well, when I eat at McDonald's, I stand outside and watch the sign change. I mean, you're a big appetite.
Rodney Dangerfield had a gift for making the most compressed version of human misery sound like the funniest thing ever.
My sex life is nothing. My wife cut me out to once a month. Cut me down to once a month. Oh, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely.
This is Rodney Dangerfield being funny without any effort. The Diabetes Candy Store line.
I don't get no respect at all. You kidding? When I had diabetes. Oh, you know that, huh? I don't get no respect from anyone. Oh, when I had diabetes, my wife kept sending me candygrams. Well, the whole thing goes back to my childhood. My uncle's dying wish, he wanted me on his lap. He was in the electric chair. What a childhood I had. The other kids made fun of me, made fun of my cousin, too. They called him Four Eyes. And later on, he got glasses, then they called him Eight Eyes. I mean, in my block, the kids were tough. All over my face, I had pimples. They used to grab me and play connect the dots. You kidding? Oh, when I was a kid, I went through plenty. When the first time I hitchhiked, I got beat up. I used the wrong finger.
Whatever sympathy this health setup creates disappears before the audience has finished deciding how to feel about it. Intercourse is a funny thing.
Yeah, great crowd.
Great crowd.
Great crowd. How you doing, all right?
How you been, Rodney?
Good. Everything is going along according to plan. Not mine, but somebody's plan. No, I'm just working. You mentioned the Tropicana. I'm there all summer long, just trying to do my thing. I don't like to get booked in for 2 weeks, gonna pack, unpack. 10 weeks, and we're gonna whole thing all summer, work there in Tropicana and see what happens. I like Vegas, you know.
Yeah.
I like to gamble, too, you know. You don't gamble, do you?
No, not too much.
I like the gambling. I like the slot machines. You can't help it. They got slot machines all over in Vegas.
Yeah.
You can't even the supermarkets. When you buy a container of milk, cost me $238.
He throws the subject directly into the Carson studio with zero runway and makes intimacy sound like another department that personally rejected him. Rodney can't stop landing jokes on The Tonight Show.
But drinking's bad, Johnny. I tell you, it's not good. I gotta watch my health. That's what's important, health, Johnny.
Health is everything.
Health. I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up. No, I'm getting old. I'm getting old. I can't get girls anymore. You kidding?
Tough, huh?
No, at my age, you become a hooky. Now, you get older, it's tough to get girls. Tough, I tell you, John. I think the best thing to be is bisexual. Then you got a shot at everybody.
Rodney comes out at full machine gun speed from the very first line, leaving Johnny barely enough time to settle before the humiliations start stacking. The terrible day he had.
I'll be in Detroit Friday night. Detroit? Oh, great. Yeah, Detroit. That's a great place. I'll pick up some plugs and points while I'm there, too, I think. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll be at the center stage in Detroit Friday night.
They didn't have that down
They didn't have that down there?
No.
Well, what are they going to do?
The center stage in Detroit.
Center stage. I'll be in Dangerfield Saturday night. I'll be in Dangerfield the whole month of June. You got to keep busy all the time, keep working, you know. And I relax, too, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If not a relaxation, I went to a wild party.
Did you? Tell us about it.
Yeah, well, I played a new version of Russian roulette. Yeah, we passed around 6 girls, and one of them had VD.
He makes even his own fantasies reject him while asleep, reporting nighttime humiliation with the same flat delivery he'd used to describe the weather outside his window, complaining about how his wife handled her car getting stolen.
I'll tell you, I got the only car. Dogs chase it and catch it. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. She told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. Oh, my wife took her driver's test. She was happy. She got 18 out of 20. Yeah, 2 guys jumped out of the way. I'll tell you, my wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I took her to see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. She's not smart at all, my wife. Her father died. She had his body frozen. Every time I take a snack, he falls out of the refrigerator.
A car theft and a marriage insult occupy the same punchline simultaneously delivered with the certainty that makes ridiculous domestic situations sound almost factually accurate. Rodney leaves his classic red tie behind.
But he filled in for me there. He's filling in for me now. And Will Jordan was there, and Henny Youngman. You know, you can't talk business with Henny Youngman. He did a show for me when I did it for nothing, too. Very nice. Called him up. I said, Henny, want to do a show for me? He says, you hear this one, Rodney?
Tell us when we talk.
And here's what I said, I wanted to do a show. I'll pay you. He said, you hear this one, Rodney? And he finally did the show for me, did it for nothing. It was very nice. And he told me a funny joke, too, young. He said, this guy calls up. He says, the other guy says, you got the wrong number. He says, are you sure it's the wrong number? He said, I've lied to you before. That was a funny joke that Youngman told me.
Rodney shows up without his iconic look and makes the missing red tie funnier than half the prepared material he also brought with him for the couch. Nightclub success still gets no respect.
So different than the places I worked when I broke in, the tough places.
You work in the little joints, right?
Oh, I worked tough place, places like Rosario's Rocket Room,
Rosario's Rocket Room? Tough.
Dominic's Atomic Bar and Grill. Ooh, that was another one, sure. Oh, Dominic, he was tough. Ooh,
Yeah,
was he tough, Dominic.
tough owner.
During the show, he used to yell at the acts all the time.
Yeah.
One night a guy was singing, "Why was I born?" He yelled out, "Not to sing,"
That's a real heckler, Dominic. Bad news, yeah.
I tell you, show business, you got to get the breaks. You got to get the breaks, Johnny.
I would guess so, yeah.
I never got the breaks, never.
Really?
As a kid, I never got the breaks either, never.
This has been following you all your life, you mean?
I was rough when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was a kid the first time I had my picture taken. The pony threw me.
Johnny mentions the success of Rodney's club, and he immediately shows that owning a building just gives people a larger space to disrespect him in. The one-in-a-million vacation joke.
All right, okay, all right. What a crowd. What a night. What a bullshit artist, huh? Now, I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, last week I made love to an inflatable girl. Now I got an inflatable guy looking for me. I tell you what, girls, I never had any luck. I'm not a sexy guy. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. Oh, I know I'm not sexy. In high school, I was voted most likely to masturbate. That's okay.
Rodney takes what sounds like a genuine romantic compliment and lets it land warmly for a full beat before the fine print arrives and retroactively converts the entire thing into evidence against him, requiring the audience to process two completely different emotional responses to the same sentence in approximately 3 seconds. Carson laughs at the delayed realization working exactly as designed, since the pause between setup and turn gives the audience just enough room to start smiling at something that immediately reveals itself as never having been what it briefly appeared to be. The ABC special arrest joke.
I was arrested for jaywalking. The crowd kept yelling, "Don't take him alive." It's the same thing when I was a kid. No respect. The time my old man took me to the zoo, they thanked him for returning me. Yeah, kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw.
Rodney opens the ABC special, making the audience feel like they're watching a man who just arrived from another humiliation they didn't get to witness.
I mean ugly. But when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself. And my old man, he didn't like my looks either. But he carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. Oh, you kid, I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I open the front door, kids give me candy.
Using an arrest setup that converts a serious word into something specifically silly through the single detail that follows. He hits the situation, takes the turn, and deploys that wounded stare before the room has fully processed which direction the setup was pointing. And the ABC special proves he never needed Carson's desk to run the machine at full capacity. The mirror doctor visit.
No, I tell you, I'm all right now, but last week I was in rough shape, Yeah, last week I saw my doctor. I told him, "Doc, every day I wake up, I look in the mirror, I want to throw up. What's wrong with me?" He said, "I don't know, but your eyesight is perfect." Well, last week I went to the track, too. That was a beauty. When they shot off the opening gun, they killed my horse. Well, I'll tell you, things happen to me you wouldn't believe. I mean, it's a weird feeling, me standing in a men's room. You see your home phone number on the wall.
Rodney starts with a routine medical appointment and immediately lets the doctor become another professional who confirms the worst possible view of him rather than providing any clinical assistance during the encounter.
I don't know. I tell you what, nothing comes easy, Show business, I worked every tough joint there is. Places like Fonzo's Knuckle Room, Aldo's, formerly Vito's, formerly Nunzio's. That was a tough one, Nunzio's. Every night the boss would say the same thing to me. Be funny. My people come in here, forget their troubles. I mean, how do you make a guy forget he's up for manslaughter? It's rough, Oh, Nunzio's place was tough. Oh, I sat down to eat in a menu that had broken leg of lamb. And Nunzio, he was tough. One night he said to me, "Kid, you want to go hunting?" I said, "Okay, I'm game," and he shot me.
The mirror image at the center is simple, visual, and instantly understandable to anyone who has stood in front of a bathroom mirror and formed an opinion, and the doctor simply adds professional credentials to the existing verdict without improving anything. Dangerfield's dog watches him from the bedroom.
And I tell you, I can't relax, My dog drives me nuts. My dog. He wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him. Let him go through what I go through. I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked up my family tree, 2 dogs were using it. I mean, when I was a kid, it was different. I had it rough. When I was 2 years old, my parents got a dog, and I was jealous of the dog. So they got rid of me.
My wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom, wants to learn how to beg.
Rodney's dog joke takes a scenario with built-in awkwardness and adds one specific animal observer that doubles the discomfort before the punchline technically arrives, converting a private setting into something with an uninvited audience member whose presence makes everything worse.
I told her to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead.
I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I tell you, I'm sorry I was a little late getting here tonight. You know, my dog, he started trouble again. I mean, I got a dog, he tries to run the whole house. Well, the other night he started trouble. He went over the front door, he started to bark. I went over, I opened the front door. The dog didn't want to go out, he wanted me to leave. My dog, too, she gives me trouble.
Your dog?
Yeah. I got a female dog, you know. I tried to mate her, she wants 50 biscuits.
The dog's continued presence transforms the scene into one where Rodney is being quietly judged by a creature that has clearly formed an assessment and chosen to remain, and his ability to populate a scene with one concrete observer whose presence confirms the joke's thesis without requiring character development is what separates his best material from comedians using considerably more words to reach the same place. Rodney's rare no-suit surprise visit.
Thank you, Doc.
Need I tell you, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
Pleasure.
Oh, wait, hold it. Come here. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I'm not booked here.
Where's the mohair suit? Look at this.
I'm trying to get a new image
Are
going.
you out of show business?
Beautiful. Rodney.
Somebody stole Rodney's blue suit. Got it.
Rodney appearing without his iconic red tie and suit gives the moment a built-in visual joke before a single word has been delivered, since his image had become so thoroughly identified with that anxious appearance that walking out without it felt like arriving at a costume party without the one costume everyone already confirmed was the only acceptable option for this particular person.
What are you out here doing?
I'm just quite here to get some respect. I missed you in New York when you were there, so I just sort of hanging around just for a few moments, and this don't help. I still get no respect.
No,
I'll tell you the
what
truth.
is
It
this
don't
suit?
help. You know,
I don't recognize you with it.
I'm trying to get a new image going, you know. They told me I was old-fashioned, my question mark haircuts over here and everything else. I'm just trying to get, but I'll tell you, true no respect. I never tell true things, but what are the chairs dirty? But
The rare no-suit clip confirms the character was strong enough to remain recognizable and funny, even when the most visible external marker of that character was absent. Don't laugh behind my back joke.
Hey, well, my wife, I got no sex life either. Just when I get going, she wakes up. I mean, the other night I told her, I said, don't laugh behind my back. She said, I won't. The funny stuff's on the other side. And I tell you, I can't relax, you know? My dog drives me nuts. My dog. He wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him. Let him go through what I go through.
Rodney sets the request up as a reasonable appeal for basic dignity before the answer arrives and adds a physical directional component that makes the insult considerably more precise than a simple refusal would have been, with Carson's laugh coming from the turn-converting direction into anatomy through one unexpected phrase that hadn't appeared anywhere in the setup. The line is sharper than a generic wife complaint because the punchline has a strange visual precision that makes the audience picture something concrete, and the specific image stays in the room past the initial laugh in a way that one-line comedy producing a single clean reaction typically doesn't. Rodney loves food.
And heaviness looks back at me. Today you're going to get it good, you know. You'll be drinking early today. And I don't want to drink because I'm a bad drinker, I'll tell you that, Johnny. When I drink the next day, I got to do two things. I got to try and locate my car, and I got to bring back the car I took. I mean, I'm a bad drinker. Remember that one? Yeah, sure.
Of course I do.
Of course you do. You know a lot in my bed. I don't know. Bring on the next guy. I don't know what it is.
Rodney flips desire into appetite and produces a confession that sounds simultaneously too personally honest and too efficiently constructed for either quality to be accidental, making Carson laugh at both the defeat inside the admission and the precision with which it's packaged. The joke starts as a romantic complaint, then swerves into food as the one remaining reliable source of excitement, and Rodney's delivery keeps it from becoming crude by making him sound more tired and resigned than transgressive, which is the specific register that allowed his adult material to work on network television where where similar material from less disciplined performers would have required correction before air. His wife was 1 in a million callback.
My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. Oh, I know I'm not sexy. In high school, I was voted most likely to masturbate. That's okay. You kidding? And my wife, she don't help either, my wife. She was afraid of the dark. She saw me naked. Now she's afraid of the light. Well, my wife, I never get a break. We made a rule we only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. And my wife, she's up to 3 packs a day. It's all right. Okay, that's all right, baby. All right. That's okay.
Rodney takes a phrase that exists specifically to make someone feel singular and valued, holds it in the room long enough for the audience to consider whether this might actually be the one Dangerfield story that ends with genuine affection, then delivers the fine print with the expression of a man who briefly entertained that same possibility before the implications confirmed the earlier optimism was characteristically premature. He doesn't need to attack anyone loudly or perform visible distress because one familiar phrase turned carefully against its own meaning does everything the joke requires. Which one of these Rodney Dangerfield moments made you laugh the hardest throughout the video? Drop your answer in the comments and subscribe for more classic comedy countdowns from The Tonight Show and old stand-up legends.